This is the I24 News Desk. I'm Ayman Siksek with this hour's top headlines. Thank you for being with us. We begin with reports that Israel has begun supplying diesel fuel to the power plant in the Gaza Strip, where the power plant and senior Palestinian sources say that the move comes without the consent of the Palestinian Authority. Israeli news broadcaster Kan reports that one truck has already entered the Gaza Strip, with 5 more expected to make that same road. The extra 250,000 gallons of diesel fuel will likely increase the supply of electricity in Gaza from 6 hours to 8 hours per day. On Saturday, Lebanese newspaper Al Akhbar reported that Qatar has begun funneling funds to the Gaza Strip via Israel, and with the U.S. and United Nations approval, bypassing the opposition of the Palestinian Authority. The report said Israel, through the UN, had received Qatari funds for 6 months of increased fuel to Gaza's only power plant. Now to Washington, and reports that an Israeli firm under investigation by the FBI was approached by a senior official from Donald Trump's 2016 campaign to use the social media manipulation. A New York Times report says Psy Group created several secretive proposals for the Trump campaign at the request of Rick Gates, including creating thousands of fake identities in support of Trump and against both Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton and Republican Senator Ted Cruz. In February this year, Gates pleaded guilty and offered to cooperate with the FBI probe into foreign meddling in the U.S. election. The New York Times says that Gates ultimately rejected the proposals, but Psy Group apparently outlined the idea to Trump's son, Donald Trump Jr. Russia gave for free its advanced S-300 air defense system to Syria. That's according to a Russian military source speaking to a state news agency, saying that on October 1st, 3 battalion sets of S-300 systems of 8 launchers each were delivered to Syria. He added that the S-300 underwent capital repairs and are capable of performing combat tasks. Israel has long harbored concerns over Russia's willingness to give Syria and other regional powers that system, saying it limits Israel's ability to neutralize threats, including from Hezbollah. In a first for Israel, Housing Minister Yoav Gallant has met Austria's Foreign Minister Karen Knessel from the country's far-right Freedom Party. This makes Gallant the first Israeli government official to meet with a representative of that party. The Austrian politician took to Twitter, posting a picture of herself and Gallant and calling their talk informal. But prior to that meeting, reports on Israeli radio said that Gallant would likely discuss ending Israel's boycott of the party with the foreign minister. Israel has been boycotting the party because of its former ties to neo-Nazis. Austria and Israel have moved significantly closer. In September, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu met with Austrian Chancellor Sebastian Kurz on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly in New York. German Foreign Minister Heiko Maas has called on people to fight anti-Semitism as he awarded the Shimon Peres Prize to 2 German-Israeli cultural exchange projects. German and Israeli officials discussed promoting student exchange between the 2 countries during the consultations held by both governments last week in Jerusalem. Maas praised the strength and courage shown by Israeli leaders like late former President Peres, that first agreed to meet with German officials after the Holocaust. Now to the continued controversy around President Donald Trump's choice for the Supreme Court. Trump apologized to Justice Brett Kavanaugh for what he described as a campaign of lies during the confirmation hearings. Speaking at the swearing-in event at the White House, Trump told Kavanaugh, quote, "You, sir, under historic scrutiny, were proven innocent." And that's all for this bulletin of the I24 News Desk. We'll be back in 1 hour's time with the extended edition. Stay tuned.